All right, let's dive into this. Because if there's one move the Lakers should seriously be exploring right now, it's going after Jonathan Kuminga. And no, this isn't just a hot take. The deeper we go into this situation with Kuminga and the Golden State Warriors, the clearer it becomes that there's a real opportunity here. The reports are piling up, and it's not looking like this is a small rift. It's a full-blown disconnect. There's legit talk that the Warriors don't even want him back. Think about that. A team ready to move on from a 22-year-old talent who was once seen as a potential cornerstone? That's rare, and it screams, come and get him, now! Let's look at what's actually on the table, because that's where it gets even more interesting. Sacramento's offer, not impressive at all. Dario Saric, Devin Carter, and a protected first-round pick. I mean, come on. What exactly does that do for the Warriors? Saric is a solid rotation piece. Card is a rookie with upside, sure, but nothing that makes Golden State better now or even resets their timeline. It feels like a throwaway offer just to say they tried. Golden State's front office would be completely justified in saying, yeah, we'll pass. And yes, you could argue it's better to get something than nothing, but if that's the something, you might be better off just waiting. Then there's Phoenix. They stepped up a bit. Royce O'Neal, Nick Richards, and 4 second-round picks. Now we're at least talking about some actual pieces. O'Neal gives you a two-way wing, Richards is an athletic big, and 4 second-rounders are nicest trade filler or development gambles. But even then, it still feels underwhelming when you're giving up a player like Kuminga, who's not only young but has shown flashes of being much more than a role guy. Supposedly, there was even some noise about including Dillon Brooks in a deal. But apparently Golden State isn't interested. And look, say what you want about Brooks, but if Phoenix is willing to give up Brooks, Richards, and O'Neal, how is that not a conversation you at least entertain? I get the concerns with Brooks' personality, but come on. You're trading a player you clearly don't want and getting back 3 legitimate rotation pieces. But this is where the Lakers need to smell blood in the water. Because those offers, the Lakers can beat that. Easily. We're not talking about needing to empty the treasure chest or give up half your future. We're talking about putting together a respectable, competitive package that could realistically steal Kuminga away. And honestly, the fit in Los Angeles just makes sense. This is exactly the kind of player the Lakers need. Young, athletic, versatile, and hungry. People forget, Kuminga is still just 22 years old. He's actually younger than some of the guys coming into the league this year. He's younger than Dalton Knecht, who the Lakers just drafted. So if you're talking about timeline, if you're talking about player development and long-term planning, Kuminga checks every box. But what makes him more valuable than a random rookie is that he's already got years of NBA experience under his belt. He's been in real playoff battles, played next to stars, been coached hard, and has had to navigate the highs and lows of a team with championship expectations. Yes, he's been inconsistent. We can admit that. But let's also talk about why. When your role changes every other night, when one game you're starting and expected to be a key piece, and the next you're not even in the rotation, that's going to mess with your rhythm. That's going to impact your confidence. And let's be real. Steve Kerr, as respected as he is, has not exactly handled Kuminga with the most clarity. One night, Kuminga's being asked to guard the best player on the floor, crash the glass, score 20 points, and carry the second unit. And he'll do it. He'll show up and produce. Then, the very next game, he gets a DMP, or he plays 10 minutes. That kind of inconsistency from the coaching staff absolutely affects a young player's development. So imagine giving this guy a clear role. Imagine putting him in a system where he knows what's expected of him every single night. Not only does that help him grow, but it also gives the team something they've been missing. A dynamic, athletic forward who can defend multiple positions, run the floor, and contribute on both ends. That's not something you find every day, especially not at his age. Now, I know some people are hesitant. They say he can't shoot or he's too raw. But let's be honest, most 22-year-olds in the league can't shoot at a high level either. That's something you work on. That's something that develops with time. And if Kuminga had come out of college right now with the exact same skill set and physical tools, we'd be calling him a top 5 pick. We'd be foaming at the mouth to get him. But because he's already been in the league for a few years, we start applying these weird expectations like he's supposed to be a finished product already. He's not. And that's exactly the point. There's still a ton of upside here. And the Lakers are in a perfect position to capitalize on it. You've got veterans like LeBron James who can mentor him, a structured environment, and now with JJ Redick taking over as head coach, one of the best shooters of all time, who better to help Kuminga improve his jump shot? Plus, the Lakers have been vocal about wanting to build a young core. They've talked about wanting to be a hub for young talent. Imagine Kuminga next to Bronny James, Dalton Knecht, and Jalen Hood-Schifino. That's a legit youth movement with real athleticism and upside, and then you consider what kind of trade package it would actually take. Something like Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, and a first rounder. That's doable. That's within reason. That's a move that doesn't mortgage your future, but gives you a shot at something potentially special. The Warriors reportedly want Kuminga to sign a 2-year deal worth around $45 million just so they can flip him at the trade deadline. But other teams, Phoenix and Sacramento included, are supposedly willing to give him 4 years at $90 million. Honestly, I'd be fine giving him that too. If you believe in the talent, if you believe in the upside, that contract isn't crazy at all. And even if he doesn't blossom into a star, a guy like Kuminga on a $22 million per year deal is still tradable. Worst case scenario, he becomes a high energy rotation guy who gives you 15 to 20 minutes like night. Best case scenario, you hit on a young player who turns into a foundational piece. That's the kind of swing you have to be willing to take, especially when the alternatives aren't exactly inspiring. You want to give up that same package for Andrew Wiggins? Okay, sure, Wiggins is the safer bet. He knows his role, plays within himself, defends, hits shots when needed. As your third or fourth option, he makes sense if your goal is to win right now. But Kuminga raises your ceiling. Wiggins is a known quantity. Kuminga, he could be something more. And again, this isn't just speculation. Kuminga has shown flashes. He's had stretches where he's looked like the best player on the floor. Not just for the Warriors, but period. His athleticism is off the charts. He's explosive, can finish through contact, run in transition, and defend 1 through 4. No one can stay in front of him when he gets downhill. He's got that first step, that physicality, that rare blend of power and finesse. The only thing really missing is consistency and a reliable jumper. But again, that can come. He's a career 33% shooter from 3 on just under 2.5 attempts per game. That's not great, but it's also not a disaster. And the volume's low enough that we don't even know what he could become if he starts getting real reps and real confidence. You get him in the gym with the right shooting coaches, you give him a clearly defined role, and you let him grow. Now you're talking about a totally different player 2 years from now. And let's be real, Kuminga is betting on himself. Right now, he's putting in the work. You see the off-season grind, the social media posts, the effort to show teams that he's ready to take that next step. That mentality is exactly what you want. He's hungry. He wants a bigger opportunity. He wants to prove Golden State wrong. You give him that stage in Los Angeles under the bright lights of the Lakers brand and let him go to work. That's how you build momentum. That's how you rebuild a roster without tanking or giving away your future. So if you're the Lakers, this is one of those calculated gambles you have to seriously consider. Not every risk is worth taking. But this one? This could pay off in a major way. You're not just taking a flyer on some unknown. You're betting on a guy with real NBA experience, real flashes of brilliance, and the drive to be great. And at the very least, you're adding an athletic wing who gives you depth, energy, and flexibility. At most, you might just land your next star. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. The sports world is buzzing with a potential blockbuster move in Los Angeles, as rumors swirl that the Lakers are aggressively pursuing Jeremy Grant and Andrew Wiggins in what could become one of the most explosive roster shakeups in recent NBA history. Sources close to the organization suggest that the Lakers front office is in advanced talks, aiming to bring these two versatile wings to the team, creating an intriguing dynamic around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Jeremy Grant, known for his reliable scoring and defensive prowess, and Andrew Wiggins, with his athleticism and improving offensive game, would offer the Lakers a fresh set of skills to address their ongoing needs for depth and perimeter defense. The mere speculation of such acquisitions has sparked excitement and curiosity among fans and analysts alike. wondering how these additions could reshape the Lakers' championship aspirations. While nothing has been officially confirmed, insiders hint that this aggressive push might signify a win-now mentality, especially as the Lakers seek to reassert themselves as dominant contenders in the fiercely competitive Western Conference. The potential blending of these talents with the existing core could generate a significant buzz, leaving the NBA community eager to see if the Lakers will indeed finalize such a game-changing deal. The intrigue deepens as industry insiders point to the strategic rationale behind targeting Jeremy Grant and Andrew Wiggins simultaneously. Jeremy Grant's versatility stands out as a crucial asset for the Lakers, particularly in a league that increasingly values players who can defend multiple positions and contribute efficiently on offense. His ability to stretch the floor with three-point shooting and guard some of the league's best scorers adds a dimension that the Lakers have lacked in recent seasons. Meanwhile, Andrew Wiggins, once a controversial figure, has steadily improved his reputation through solid defense and a more consistent scoring approach. The Lakers management appears to be betting on Wiggins' continued growth and his fit alongside established stars, envisioning a lineup that could exploit mismatches and increase overall team athleticism. Rumors suggest the front office is exploring several trade packages to facilitate these acquisitions, with potential players and draft picks on the table, underscoring the urgency to make an immediate impact. Fans and commentators are already debating how coach Darvin Ham might integrate these newcomers, considering the balance between offense and defense the Lakers strive to achieve. The buzz surrounding these possible additions has sparked extensive analysis, fueling speculation about the team's direction and the ramifications for the broader Western Conference landscape. Amid the swirling rumors, the potential arrival of Jeremy Grant and Andrew Wiggins to the Lakers roster represents more than just talent acquisition. It signals a possible shift in the franchise's strategic philosophy and a renewed push for dominance in the league. The Lakers have endured a series of ups and downs in recent years, with injuries and inconsistent play hampering their championship pursuits. The idea of bringing in two high-caliber multi-dimensional wings suggests a calculated effort to strengthen the team's perimeter defense and scoring balance, addressing key weaknesses exposed in past playoff runs. Jeremy Grant's reputation as a hard-nosed competitor who thrives in high-pressure situations could inject a fresh mindset into the locker room, while Wiggins' athleticism and defensive versatility might provide the necessary energy to complement the established stars. Rumors indicate that Lakers executives have been quietly conducting evaluations and discussions behind closed doors, signaling seriousness about this potential move. The basketball community is watching closely, as such a shakeup would not only affect the Lakers' playoff prospects, but also reverberate across the league's trade market, potentially prompting other teams to recalibrate their strategies. As anticipation builds, questions remain about the exact terms and timing of any deal, but the mere possibility has already sent waves through the NBA rumor mill and social media chatter. The speculation surrounding the Lakers' pursuit of Jeremy Grant and Andrew Wiggins also raises fascinating questions about how these players might influence team chemistry and playing style. Grant's steady presence and willingness to do the dirty work, setting screens, making smart cuts, and playing tough defense could provide a stabilizing force alongside the flashy talents of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Meanwhile, Wiggins' ability to slash to the basket, defend elite wing players, and hit timely shots could open up offensive spacing and allow the Lakers to diversify their attack. Reports suggest that coaching staff are intrigued by the possibility of deploying lineups that maximize these players' strengths, potentially enabling a more flexible and dynamic approach on both ends of the court. The Lakers have struggled with consistency on defense in recent years, and the addition of Grant and Wiggins might shore up those vulnerabilities. Fans are also eager to see if the pair's contrasting styles could blend harmoniously with the Lakers' existing core, enhancing ball movement and team cohesion. Although these rumors remain unconfirmed, the prospect of such a tandem arriving in Los Angeles adds a compelling layer of excitement to the upcoming season, and NBA insiders are already speculating how this could impact the Lakers' championship ceiling and the makeup of the Western Conference. Finally, As the Lakers weigh the potential costs and benefits of acquiring Jeremy Grant and Andrew Wiggins, the ripple effects of such a blockbuster transaction are generating intense speculation about the future landscape of the NBA. The Lakers, a franchise with a storied history and high expectations, appear willing to invest significant assets to regain their competitive edge. Conversations in the league hint that these moves could involve complex trade negotiations, possibly requiring the sacrifice of promising young players or future draft picks, making the stakes even higher. The gamble to add these two wings could redefine the Lakers' identity, signaling a commitment to building around a versatile, defensively sound roster that complements their superstar duo. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly monitoring these developments closely, anticipating potential shifts in power dynamics. The Lakers front office, known for making bold decisions, might be aiming to send a message that they remain a force to be reckoned with in the postseason. Although nothing is official yet, the swirling rumors alone have reignited hope among Lakers fans and stirred lively debate throughout the basketball community. This ongoing saga promises to be one of the most captivating storylines in the NBA. Off-season, with many eager to see if the Lakers can pull off this dramatic transformation. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.